Hey, Namaste, Soul Family. Okay, so, everything is adding up. Everything is now starting to make sense. And, which is why it's so important to be obedient to the Spirit. To be balanced first and foremost. And, when you're balancing, you know that everything will align uh, in correct order. And you just cannot go wrong. You simply cannot go wrong once you are aligned, okay, with spirit, with the primordial beings. You know, so guys, haven't you realized that everything that I've been talking about is making sense now? Jaguar writes, he says some stuff, okay, and it's not intuitive because she's been amongst those people. I have never even traveled outside of my island. And yeah, I know all these things way before Jaguar right started popping up on my YouTube feed. I think it kind of like first started off with, you know, channeling, Aaliyah. That's something that's always been a part of me, channeling her and stuff. And I feel a lot of her energy in my music. Um, my stature, my flow, my discipline, you know, the way she, went, you know, I mean, like, when you're in the physical realm, you don't really know what's going on. But when you enter this spiritual realm, like some of us, we're here in the physical realm, but we're balanced because you got one foot in the physical and one in the spiritual. But a lot of people aren't like that. They got both feet planted in the physical, and the only time they do see a glimpse or any of the spiritual is when they pass on from the physical and they're no longer attached to the physical, like Leah and so many other people who were sacrificed. So but Tupac was one of them people who had one foot in the spiritual and one in the physical. He was one of them. Biggie, on the other hand, nah. It was kind of like it seemed that way, but nah, he had both feet in the physical. Tupac, on the other hand, they had to get rid of him because he wasn't one to be controlled. He was free spirited, designed free spirited. You know, he's about balance. Like, you fuck with me, I'ma fuck you up. I may fuck you up with spells and incantations and spell magic. He may fuck you up with a gun, nigga. Or who knows? Maybe he knew spell magic. I don't know. He's a masculine energy. They are more assertive. They take action. You know, being a feminine, I'm more inward. My attack is more of a silent one, like a snake. You never know when that motherfucker's gonna strike at you. So you don't fuck around with snakes. You feel me? So. And I hate the negative connotations attached to snakes. I was born in the year of the snake. I'm like the most faithful person I know. And that's not just me capping, for real, for real. When I'm down with you, I'm down with you. You know, when I'm in a relationship, literally, I just like, it's like no other men exist, you know? And, you know, the fucked up thing is I keep coming across fucked up niggas, you know? But it is what it is. When I say niggas, I'm not just talking about black men. I mean like men from other races. I've said this before. Nigga, I use nigga loosely. It's not specific. It's not geared to a specific ethnic group or race or nationality. Okay, or age or gender. Well, sometimes it is where gender is concerned, but sometimes I call a bitch a nigga. you know, sometimes I'll call a nigga a bitch. You know, so. But yeah, she realized how betrayed she was, how heavily betrayed she was, you know, and her spirit was so unsettled and unrest and just would not find peace even to this day. And she attached herself to me at 11 years old. I was 11 years of age when her spirit attached itself to me. Because of my astrological aspects and my destiny and the role and position that I have in the spiritual realm. Because the thing is, in the physical realm, even if she saw me, I'd probably just be like a nobody to her. But once her spirit crossed over, I bet a lot of the people who she thought were somebodies, she never saw them ranking in the spiritual realm. A lot of people who she would have seen in the physical realm as nobodies were the motherfucking rankers and held high hierarchy positions in the spiritual realms. We're in high hierarchy in the spiritual realm. And she couldn't pick or choose. The spirits, they can't pick or choose who they go to for help. The high priestess is the high priestess. The hermit is the hermit. You don't pick or choose. And so she attached her energy was attaching. She attached her energy to me. It is what it is. Sometimes even when I speak, as I'm speaking now, it's like I hear fragments of her voice. I remember I was recording a song when I was on the beach. And when I listened over the song, I remember that song that I wrote. You never thought I'd live, I'm living. And you never thought I would, I'm doing. I'm gonna try to remember that song. Just remember, like, I feel like those two lines are essential to this beating. It said, I never thought I'd live, I'm living. And when I listened over to that audio recording, when I created a video and I kept listening over to the song, it was like my voice there's a second voice. There's a second person singing with me. There's like two voices in my body singing. They never thought I'd live, I'm living. That part, I'm living. I never thought I'd win. Or was it, they never thought I would. Yeah, and they never thought I would. I'm doing. I feel like bringing that up right now, the fact that her spirit attached itself to me in the moment when I stood there watching the news of her plane crash and her death, it was like something hit me in my fucking chest. Who was calling me? And then you see, that's a confirmation, guys. That's a confirmation. That's a confirmation, and you hear the tune playing loyalty. She found out who was really loyal. And you see, when I was doing that song in particular, she wanted it to be obvious that there was another person inside of me. And the message, I feel like she has helped me to write a lot of my songs. They never thought she'd live. And I find myself, because it's a similar path, I find myself going through betrayal. Similar betrayal. People trying to kill me, trying to swap destinies, trying to rob me of my destiny. Either way, Beyonce robbed her of her destiny. And I spoke about this before, and now you got people talking about that shit. About they try to swap Aaliyah's destiny with Beyonce. But this is shit that I've been saying. This was, I think I said this about 2 years or over 2 years ago, guys. Scroll down on my motherfucking page. So because her energy it's either one of two things. Her energy attached itself to me because I have a similar destiny, not in the sense that I'm a die the way she did, because contrary to her, I got one foot in the spiritual and one in the physical. I don't trust people, and spirit set me on a specific path that I would need to have certain. I wouldn't meet up on certain, experiences. There were blockades and roadblocks set up to protect me. The things that I learned at church, the scriptures in the Bible in particular that stuck with me. The arms of flesh shall fail you. You dare not trust your own. I never forget these things. Along with my astrological aspects, I pay keen attention to scriptures like those. And they've aided me in not trusting people. I don't care if people want to say I'm paranoid. I'd rather be paranoid and safe than not paranoid and get fucked in the game. What do you think? Prevention's better than cure. We say here in Jamaica, it's better safe than sorry. Because I love my own company. You know? So I feel like she inspired me to write that song, and she wanted it to be known that he was there, and another voice was there. He was. And they think she's dead, but she's very much alive. She's alive within me. So she's still with me. Her soul has not passed on. It has not transitioned. It's still here in the physical realm. It's attached to my body. And they never thought she would. But she's doing. And she's the one who's going to make me into a star. She's going to help me. And the spirits ordained it this way. That was my destiny. That's always been my destiny. And she's going to amplify that. So the fate and the destiny of being the greatest that they wanted to take from her and give to some light-skinned bitch, no, it ain't gonna work. Haven't you seen that their empire is crumbling down? I told you all that it went, and it is. I told you that Hollywood would burn, and it is burning. I told you the entertainment industry would collapse. It is collapsing. Hollywood is burning. The entertainment industry on a whole is collapsing and burning down, down, down. I don't know, there's just something about me in destruction. I love a beautiful destruction. You know, like when wicked motherfuckers are being destroyed, it's like a sweet aroma to my nostrils. I don't want to misquote the Bible, but I'm a paraphrase. I think there's a scripture like that in the Bible from God. I think God said something like that, similar to that, that the death or the burning of wicked men is like a sweet fragrance or aroma in his nostrils. I'm just paraphrasing. I think there's a scripture like that. If it's not exactly like that, it's close to it. I'm pretty sure. So, motherfuckers become like, oh, your enemy slap you on your right cheek, turn it like, shut the fuck up, okay? You dumb as fuck. You gotta know when to use specific scriptures and when to take a slap and turn the other cheek. And what the fuck it means too to turn the other cheek. Don't mean to be a fucking dumbass and a doormat. There's a lot of figure of speech in the Bible, and if you a deadhead, and if all you know is 1 + 1 = 2, and you don't understand geometry, trigonometry, figure of speech, you doomed, motherfucker. You one of them that Paul said was predestined to be destroyed. In other words, fail. You just a background actor or background actress. You're not a part of the main plan. Therefore, ain't nothing special about you. You're a deadhead, and that's why you cannot see the truth, even though that motherfucker is simplified and brightened and highlighted as bright as the sun shines in the daytime for your fucking ass. You still don't see the fucking truth. That's when you know that you ain't shit and you were destined to be destroyed and not live. Okay, yeah. So I talked about the escorting service going on in the industry. I told you motherfuckers that Arab nigga, whether it's Arab, what the fuck he was, who Rihanna was dating, was white. He bought her ass. Don't you motherfuckers listen? There done been bitches and niggas been in the industry, sold so many copies of music, way more than she ever had, made fragrances and all that shit, and never became billionaires. She suddenly became a billionaire after dating a billionaire motherfucker, a rap dude. The fuck is wrong with your brains? The fuck? Both y'all feet in the physical. You need to get one of your foot in the spiritual and be balanced till you see both sides of the fucking coin. Because when you got both feet in the physical, you're a deadhead. No offense, Aaliyah. I'm sorry, baby girl. Okay. I'm not offending any spirit. I'm not offending you, spirit. I offend the flesh because the flesh is dumb. Wisdom and knowledge and enlightenment, that's spirit. That comes from the spirit. So, you know. And then, it was a contractual relationship. You're supposed to be with him for a certain period of time. If you even looked, I mean, like, that was the most obvious contractual relationship. If you look at the way they interact and how they were in public, it was so fucking obvious that that was a contractual relationship. Are you deadheads or what? Hmm. So they say that there's this beef between her and Naomi Campbell because this guy was allegedly dating Naomi Campbell prior to. Here's how this shit goes. The bitch who is uh, hitting gossip blogs and whose name is like up there in the industry, they go after them bitches. Those the bitches they go after. And so, you know, Rihanna started making a certain reputation for herself. Started off with having sex with Jay Z. Whom she contracted. I mean, Jaguar. She be talking about herpes. It ain't herpes. Okay, so even though she's there, she still don't know more than what I know. Because guess what? Spirit is like the truth. A motherfucker will be right up there, right there, right there. It'll be even their own goddamn business, and you know more about their business than they do because I'm connected to spirit, so I know more. Spirit's always right. It ain't herpes, it is HIV that she contracted from Jay Z. Jay Z and Diddy be spreading HIV. Diddy got AIDS. He got AIDS. But of course, you don't spread AIDS, you spread HIV because in the initial stage, it is HIV. But Diddy got AIDS. Why you think he's such a freak? Well, he got it because he's such a freak, and because he got it, he continued being such a freak to spread it. He been spreading it to all them motherfuckers. All them motherfuckers you see up there got HIV. Horse tranquilizers. Before I came on here, I saw I didn't watch a video, but I saw the heading of a video. I think Eddie Griffiths or something like that. That Diddy put horse tranquilizers in the motherfuckers' drinks. You know how powerful horse tranquilizers are. That shit paralyze your ass. They knock you out, knock you the fuck out. That's what tranquilizers also do. Paralyze you and then knock you the fuck out. So anything could be being done to you. So I guess he liked when they looked dead. I guess that shit turned him on when they looked dead. Cause like being knocked out and unconscious, you pretty much kind of look dead. And fuck them, fuck all of them, and give them HIV. This is like ludicrous. It's just so hilarious and funny. The fall, the destruction, the collapse, the burning, the mayhem is just a sweet fragrance and aroma in my nostrils. It's just wonderful. I just keep seeing more and more beautiful news every time I open YouTube, and then I keep getting, downloads on top of those, uh, you know, news and headlines, and And then, the dots, they start connecting even more and fucking more. It's just fucking crazy, yo. It's just crazy. So, yeah. So Naomi is pretty much pissed because, that Arab guy dumped her, you know, for Rihanna. Was just because Rihanna was like the it girl then. Yeah, she was passed around so many times, and her name's been in the blog so many times, and she made a lot of uh, blood sacrifices. I spoke about that. Like, man, how many niggas in that bitch's family died in like over a 2 year period or 3 year period? I'm like, this bitch salt no bomba clock. No, she ain't salt. She did that. She sacrificed them motherfuckers in her family. Okay, she did that shit. And but of course, you see, the thing is, let me just say this: never judge somebody because of where they're from. I mean, like, sometimes the shoe does fit, but not always. Because look at this: Tupac came from the hood, Biggie came from the hood, Jay Z came from the hood, Diddy came from the hood. That fucking devil piece of shit. Snoop Dogg, pretty much all them niggas, they came from the hood, the ghetto, ghetto. We call them motherfucking places here in Jamaica, where motherfuckers hungry. Couple days, motherfuckers don't eat nothing. Motherfuckers got we call here in Jamaica white scar on them blood clot. Stop the blood clot. But guess what? It's not everybody who comes from the hood, who comes from humble upbringings. In other words, Friday Friday, and it's not every motherfucker who comes from wealthy beginnings, upbringings, used to money. You think them motherfuckers used to money, and it's like they can just never have enough. Them still fratting Friday. Like, bitch, you were born into money. How the fuck you so fratting Friday for money and fame? And you were born into that shit. Why are you so desperate for attention and money? You know? And, it's the similar thing with people born in the ghetto. You got some who are like, I'm used to the hard life, so guess what? I'm not afraid of facing the hard life. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not gonna allow, I'm not gonna succumb to certain unethical uh, lifestyle because I don't want to go back to hardship. I'm used to that. I know how to navigate the hardship. But then you got them motherfuckers who are like, damn, I ain't going back to that hard life. Anything I gotta do to not get back there, I gotta do. So no amount of money is enough money for them niggas. And Rihanna is that kind of nigga. Diddy is that kind of nigga. Jay-Z is that kind of nigga. You feel me? So he got with that nigga, that Arab nigga, and it was after then that she suddenly became a billionaire. She suddenly launched the makeup line. She suddenly launched the fashion line, and suddenly she was a billionaire. He didn't suddenly become a billionaire from those ventures. That nigga gave her that money, you know? And them companies are facades. It's like money laundry, washing dirty money, trying to make it look clean, trying to make it look like you got all that dough because of them business ventures. Because the reality is, them products do not sell all that many. How long have them products been out? You make it, them products haven't been out for decades. And you telling me that they already be raking in billions of dollars. Motherfuckers, could you just like have some sense, if just for 5 fucking seconds, and just be practical here? You start up a business, and no matter how influential you are as a celebrity, it don't take you 1, 2 years for that company to start turning over billions of dollars in revenue. Do you got fucking sense? It's not, I mean, like, even, okay, let's look at the clothing line. It's not a big clothing line like Fendi, um, Gucci, Gucci or whatever the fuck they call it, and so many other clothing lines where you see a lot of celebrities buying and supporting. Like, how many fucking celebrities or wealthy people you see wearing and rocking that shit? Even social media influencers. Who the fuck? I'm not saying people ain't buying, but come on, guys. How many people buying that shit? Okay? And then you gotta consider, because when you say revenue, that's what the fucking business makes after they minus expenses. That's your profit, pretty much. Okay? When you think about models to be paid, venue to be paid for, and all that shit, actors that you pay to model your shit, and all that. Come on, come on, people, come on. When you say it makes that amount of money, you cannot include the expense in that shit. It gotta be minus the expense, okay? Because the expense is not a part of the profit. Okay, it sells a certain amount, but how much did it make? What is the profit? Now you cannot say the company the company's value is such and such, and that such and such includes the expenditure. That don't make no fucking sense. That's that's like a deficit right fucking there. Because you gotta always minus the expenditure. I mean, I didn't study business at school because I don't like that shit. I think I'm naturally good at it, but it's not something that's intriguing that I would fucking sit and study. I think that's something, for me, that's common sense. Business is common sense. I guess because I'm an earth sign, I have so much earth highly aspected in my natal chart. It just comes like, it's like second nature to me, business. And I'm more of a science geek. That's me. I got air highly aspected too in water. So, musician, science geek, businesswoman, you know. But the business, that's like second nature. The music is second. Well, music and the science, they're second nature. They're all second nature and shit. Okay. But my love and my passion is for science. And like music, I do that when I'm bored and I want to entertain myself. But my love, my true love, is science. Yeah, astrology, astronomy, cosmology. Yeah, that's what I love. Chemistry, bombing shit in the spiritual and the physical. I'm kidding, not in the physical, but in the spiritual. But hopefully, spiritual turn physical, like using telekinesis and shit like that. But yeah. So, like, think about it. Even with the makeup line, look at all those bigger makeup brands that are so trusted and that are like household makeup brand names that's been around for decades. And you're telling me if she could just come within a few years and become a billionaire off of a makeup brand, because like we know the fashion line wasn't doing much, wasn't making much. What the fuck was them other companies doing? Why is it that they ain't making trillions of dollars? So you motherfuckers just really need to think, cause like, I mean, the industry they work hard with covering up this shit and washing the dirty money. They work, they work with that shit. Okay, they do, cause they gotta, and they know how she got that money. And I've been telling you motherfuckers, okay, all these bitches in the industry, they escort them out to motherfuckers. Yeah, every one of them. And the thing is, I remember hearing a Pisces reading because I got Pisces highly aspected. I'm just not a sun in Pisces. And it was like somebody left somebody for um, another person, a lighter skinned person, a stripper basically, but well, we could say she is stripper because she's an escort. I tell you that these bitches, they're not really um, singers, musicians, and shit. Yeah, they are performers. They're escorts and prostitutes. That's what they are. Industry plants. Okay, illusions. And so, you could say she's a stripper. Cause maybe she did a lot of stripping for that nigga to get them billions of dollars. But so you got what was I gonna? Yeah, so someone left someone because the other person was lighter skin and had bigger boobs. I was like, I mean, like, uh, it's a collective, and pretty sure several people were going through that, and some have not yet reached that point in their life journey, and they're about to go through that shit. So, and some maybe not until 2 years from now, 3 years from now, who the fuck knows? You know, But I wondered to myself when I heard about the whole Naomi Campbell feud and blah blah blah, La Roach and stuff like that and shit. I was like, did you know that bitch? She's like Rihanna. When I am talking about, she got this hype attitude. That's fire signs. I mean, she's a Pisces, sun in Pisces, but she was born during the year of the dragon. Her moon and her rising is and her moon is in Aries, and her rising, I think, is either in Aries or Sag. But even if it is in Aries, I think it's in the decan of Sag. So, I guess maybe that's why I got the Sag in mind. But so she got a lot of fire in her chart. So she's very self-absorbed and thinks she's all that and shit. And so you got they said I feel like she intentionally was shading Naomi Campbell because Naomi Campbell's like known as the queen of uh, modeling and the catwalk and stuff like that. But there's also something else because I keep been telling motherfuckers that Rihanna she don't like Jamaicans. Like we the epiphany of talent. When you think about music, especially Caribbean, it's like we the only Caribbean island. She's envious that she wasn't born on this island. Okay? So anybody who got an affinity to Jamaica, relations, relatives, or distant relatives or ancestors in Jamaica, she don't like their ass. Like I said, she be listening to me, so of course she may come and try to debunk that. But like we know that she might do that shit. And that just proves us right, because like what are the fucking odds of I say this now and all of a sudden, even with the when I talked about, how you don't see her and her so-called bestie Melissa Ford, and all of a sudden, a couple of days after that, some fashion show or something, she brought her out on stage with her. I'm like, I just chuckled up like, oh yeah, like you just really know how to, it's like you know how to manipulate how these bitches move, how these niggas move. These bitches, especially because they're all up in their feelings. Because you can make them do things by using reverse psychology and thus proving your point. Because how many odds are there gonna be? Like every time I say something, she does something contrary to that out of the blues. Are you are you guys adding up all of the supposed uh what do they call it again? Coincidences or odds? Nah, nah. Bitch is less than okay. Thank you for adding to the views. Even though low key you behind scenes trying to sabotage my channel from getting even more views, but it's the constant manipulating and fucking with me that's fucking up y'all's business. Because you, bitch, been to Diddy's party. All you motherfuckers, even you same boat been to Diddy's party. Oh yeah, that motherfucker been there with Kevin Hart and shit. Shantia been there. Was there chatting up with Chris Brown. All the motherfuckers got HIV. I tell you that shit. And I'm not kidding. And you gon' like, haven't y'all learned that my word is bond? And you should take my word just for it. You can take my word to the bank. I remember doing a reading. I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was on one of my TikTok accounts. An HIV AIDS outbreak. I was gonna say something, but I'm just gonna leave it there. I mean, what year was Diddy born? Was he born during the year of the rooster? That would be Capricorn energy. I know that Jay-Z was born during the year of the rooster. Wait. I know Beyonce was born during the year of the rooster. I'm trying to remember if Jay-Z was born during the year of the rooster also. But something about a Capricorn being the initiator of all of this, or at the center of all of this. So we gon' find out exactly what an HIV/AIDS outbreak, and this is in the entertainment industry. I mean elsewhere too, but specifically right there, the message is coming directly from that area. Yeah, a lot of celebrities gonna freak out. A lot of them gonna pass off and die because some of them didn't even know they had it, because the motherfuckers, they manipulate them and try to hide the records, their health records. They know their doctors, and they pay them to lie to them. Because when you get pregnant and your mom and you go, to get your you do your prenatal visits to the clinic or the doctor. They do blood work and stuff to find out if you got this disease, that disease, blah blah blah. That's directly what I'm getting right now. Like they be like, moment they get pregnant, they just like pay these doctors. They have specific doctors they go to, that they gotta go to and stick to, and these doctors lie to them. Oh, they don't even mention HIV/AIDS because though ain't ain't nothing there to mention to begin with. And so they got it, bitches got it, and they don't know, and they only gonna know. They only gonna know. Some of them I'm talking because some of them do know that they got it, but some of them don't. And when they do, it's gonna be too late. You're gonna be advanced stage of AIDS, of HIV, which is AIDS, and they're fucked. Some of them were led to believe by doctors that it's just a flare up, it's just herpes, and it's a common type of herpes, and it ain't even that. So bitch be spreading HIV and think that she's spreading herpes. So that's another one that spirit just revealed to me. So y'all realize now that it wasn't just Cassie who was being prostituted throughout the industry. All these bitches. Megan Thee Stallion, Rihanna, um, you know all them bitches because I don't really follow celebrity and drama and all that shit. All of them. I mean, even Janet Jackson did that shit. You saw how she came back with a comeback after she got with that Arab nigga. you know, they all do be doing that. Naomi Campbell, Rihanna, Rihanna. Okay, yeah. And you know, Shansia was like, she was that missing piece of domino to trigger that domino effect. I've been telling you, motherfuckers, scroll all the way down on my fucking channel. That bitch is cursed. He's cursed. I told you that everybody's life she enters, she fucks it up. But it's a good thing she got that cursed energy. It's a good thing that Diddy reached out to her and this, cause you all forgot that shit. That Diddy and her was in a studio and they were like, it was like planning on working with her and shit. You know that bitch got fucked by Diddy all over, and that's why she started talking about anal and all that shit. You know that bitch got fucked in every possible way at Diddy's party by all kinds of niggas. People connect the fucking dots. You guys not know how to do problem solving. And then, just connect the fucking dots. Like, you from Jamaica, you like blatantly talking about butt fucking. Like, I'm not saying anything wrong with that, but bitch. like, is you coming back to Jamaica? Is you planning on getting ratings from Jamaican people? So what the fuck are you talking about? Okay? So, he promised her this and promised her that, but it's not gonna materialize because he's fucked. And her energies did that. And I told you, motherfuckers, that was gonna happen. About that Pisces reading, I didn't finish it. Okay? When the guy said, when the woman said in the reading, um, that someone left someone for a stripper, a light skinned stripper, which is a black woman with light skin and bigger boobs. But of course this could be Kendall Jenner, because ASAP and Kendall were together. And I tell you, Rihanna secretly wishes she was Caucasian. And she had that she wish she had that Caucasian straight nose. And like, it's so weird But you'd think that it's the darker skinned women would wish to be Caucasians, but it's really, the mongrels, these light skinned hoes out there. I mean, like when you look here in Jamaica, not all the time. You got dark skinned women bleaching, but you got a lot of bitches who are already light skinned bleaching their fucking skin because they wanna be as close to Caucasian looking as possible. I'm like, damn. And it's like they're confused because they're neither black nor white and they're trying to pick a side. And they're so easily they're so impressionable. They choose to go white because um that's what most people seem to favor. They don't even got a mind of their own. They don't got independence of character. So it's just what it is, guys. So yeah, she's jealous of her. Like I cannot get that image of her and that lame ass nigga that gave bred with supposedly bred with her and gave her them ugly babies out of my face when Kendall was on the catwalk and was modeling. Like, oh, what the fuck did Kendall do to you, nigga? That got you so pissed, and that got your supposed new bitch so pissed. Like, oh, seriously? I would never sit down with a nigga and hate on his ex bitch. That is the lamest and most pathetic shit ever. You pathetic, and you lame as fuck. So it was like, yeah. And she was like, in the reading that somebody did that, um, but the and they had kids with the. I mean, like it could go both ways. If it's in Naomi Campbell situation, well, it doesn't necessarily mean that she had kids with the person. It could mean that she went on to having kids with somebody else, and the kids turned out to be ugly. Or it could be that it's Kendall in a South Rocky situation, because I spoke about, Rihanna's, jealousy over, in regards to Kendall, so, and she trying to force this fucking fat model shit onto people. Models, listen, just as how a doctor ain't a police, a model ain't a fat bitch. Stop trying to redefine fucking shit. Don't redefine a woman. Don't redefine a man. A man ain't a bitch, and a bitch ain't a nigga. Okay? A lady ain't a bitch, and a man ain't ain't shit. Okay, if you get what I mean. I mean bad shit. Okay? Every profession has its descriptions and requirements. To be a doctor, you gotta be knowledgeable in medicine. Bitch. To be a lawyer, you gotta be knowledgeable in law. Bitch. Okay? To be a model, you gotta be slim. Bitch. Now they do got some of these clothing line. They do got big chick sizes. They just ain't wasting their all that material to make clothes for display. The fuck? They trying to budget. They got these models to pay. They gotta fly them out, pay for their expenses, hotel, chauffeurs, blah blah blah. Clothes, comfortability, them to model, venues, blah blah blah. The fuck you want to add more expense for them to buy like 3 yards extra fabric so a fat bitch can fit in it? No offense to thick women out there. I'm just saying. It's just fucking common sense. They use slim bitches. It's not just a stigma. Even though for me, it's kind of stigma because I'd rather be skinny as a stick than to be fat. Like when I see fat, I want to barf. It just looks nasty to me. It looks really nasty, just fucking nasty. It's something I never liked. And that's my fucking preference. This is some bitches would be like, oh, you look so gross, you're so skinny. I can't fucking force them to like me. But if you don't like me, just don't come around me. And don't be around me. Don't be all up in me. Because guess what? If I don't like you, I'm not gonna go around you. I'm not gonna talk to you. You could be standing right in front of me and I'll just look away or close my eyes or keep my eyes glued to my phone just to not see your nasty ass. So, we could just agree to fucking disagree. Okay? But motherfuckers wanna, what do you call? Budget. Bitches, they want us to be fat bitches. Oh, because you're a fat bitch and you love attention. You're attention seeking whore. You were thin and you no longer thin because you were actually thin because you were starving and you weren't eating nothing and you were you were suffering. You were living a sufferer's life. Blah blah blah. Bitch, I'm slim when I got money. I'm slim when I don't got money. Okay? But some of these bitches, you know that it was poverty that made them slim. Because the moment they come into wealth and money and all that shit, bitches blow up like a fucking balloon, like a fucking monster, like a fucking uh trampoline and shit. You wonder what the fuck? Or water tank, like, whoa, they lost even their curves. There's just nothing. They're like just big blobs. Like the fuck, you know? And then you come and you be like, you want the same attention that you got when you were a slim chick. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. And then when you're not getting that attention, you cry like a fucking cunt ass baby. Why you not getting the same attention anymore? Like shut the fuck up and like, oh, let's be inclusive and include plus size models. Shut the fuck. Okay, so we can now get lawyers to perform surgeries now, can we? Right? Because you're trying to redefine a fucking profession. It is a profession. It's something that you do to make work. You don't gotta go to college for that shit or universities. It's what you do to make a bread, make dough. So I'm sick of tired of people trying to. Yeah, there are certain things from tradition that are gonna transform and be changed, but the necessary things, the things that need to be changed, like sexism, like, nah, because I'm a woman, mean I'm supposed to cook for you, clean up after your fucking ass. I didn't give birth to your dumb ass. I'm not your fucking mama. You know? Like shit like those, them shit gotta change. You know? Just as, just because you're a man, you ain't responsible for me financially. You don't gotta support me financially. I can work and make my own fucking money. And in doing so, I can also decide that I don't want to be domesticated because guess what? I want to work and make my own dough. And guess what? Getting knocked up, having a baby to nurture, them don't go hand in hand with going out and making bread. Okay? So you got less and less women willing to procreate and be domesticated nowadays because you got these dumbass niggas who want to have their cake and eat it at the same time. Oh, they want to knock you up and domesticate you, but they don't got no fucking dough. And then you there starving and stressed because the baby's starving too. And they ain't being proactive. And you can't advise them how to spend their monies. But at the same motherfucking time, you should just let them knock you the fuck up. So, I'm glad that you got more and more bitches wising up, and like men, it's the thing that they do. I saw this video on TikTok, they try to humble you. I'm not gonna use that word that she used, try to humble, by, knocking you up and trying to domesticate you. I'm gonna say they try to uh humiliate you, because that is what it is. After a man gets you pregnant, knocks you up, and starts treating you like shit, it's humiliation. There's no humility in that or humbling. It's straight up disrespect and humiliation. So they try to humiliate you as it, cause like you do got a lot of niggas out here. They are gay as fuck. They're homos as fuck, and they don't even know it or realize. Some of them do, and they're trying so hard to hide it, because only a fucking homosexual man competes with a woman. And they knock you the fuck up, like what ASAP Rocky did, with Rihanna. I'm sure he manipulated her into thinking, oh, her biological clock is taken away, and knocked her up. What is so special about her? The only thing that's special about her was that she's allegedly worth $1 billion or something like that. Nigga don't really even gotta work. Wait, who said something like you should Drake? Juicy Drake said that you should just stick to breeding the bitch, because like, and those aren't even his kids. But I'm gonna tell you, they be like mocking Blue Ivy and stuff like that. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people, but the ugliest celebrity babies I've ever seen are Rihanna's. Like, I mean, like, first people are saying that about her first son. I think I saw a video where they said it about her second son, but I don't see enough of them videos like I saw of Blue Ivy. Like, Blue Ivy as a baby, and even when as she was growing, is like Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty compared to Rihanna's kids. Like, those kids are fucking idiots. And I don't care what nobody wanna say. That is cruel to say that. She is cruel. She used to say some savage motherfucking shit to people. And I'm pretty sure if it was somebody else who pushed out them ugly ass babies, and she didn't like that motherfucking bitch for whatever reason, probably out of jealousy, she'd have, whether, low key made subtle jabs. I mean, look at all these bitches that this bitch feuded with, to show you how karma is so real, and she's getting the beating of a lifetime. Look at Tiana Taylor. Such beautiful kids. Look at Sierra. Damn, that bitch got her some fine ass kids. Who else? Who else? Well, I can think of them too right now. And they look so fine. Like, them bitches age like fine wine. Like, Sierra now compared to Sierra back then is like the bomb. Like, I don't know what, like, this Sierra is fine as fuck. This Sierra, and the same goes for Tiana Taylor, especially Sierra. She's just sizzling, and that bitch popped out 4 babies now? Nah, I know that bitch Rihanna, I know she butt hurt. She butt hurt. Cause in her mind, in her arrogant ass, self-absorbed mind, she thought that she was gonna push out some pretty babies. Nah, some babies look like the devil's babies. I'm just, it's for real. It's for real. Okay. All the makeup, hair extensions, and shit was what made her look attractive. She's got a big ass button nose, bulgy looking eyes that look like she got thyroid problem. You know, I mean, they didn't look that way when she was much younger. You know, when she was younger. It's not that she's really young now, but but that was just it. And the fact that the black community is colorist and you know shows favoritism towards light-skinned black bitches. That's just it. Minus the wig, minus the makeup. Ooh, guys, come on. I hear people talking about who's beautiful and who's not. I'm like, you people need to take a chill pill and meditate and get your third eyes open because you're blind as fuck. Okay, so it really hit me today, like how the fuck she got that billionaire status. It's something that's been going on in the industry. The sex trafficking, escort service. I did mention that before, porter potty and all of that shit. You know, but it's because like they love money and they prefer money, okay, over their integrity and dignity. You know, and it is just what it is. I could never do that shit. I've been in situations where, you know, it's either I starve or I prostitute myself. And guess what? I starved. And I'm glad I did because at this point, I have developed this resilience. I like pretty much eat once per day by choice. And I'm happy because when shit gets really bad, if shit should ever get bad for me again, I know I'm gonna be able to well out. No doubt. Anyways, namaste guys.